Today on the channel, we take a trip to New Eternia by way of the Masterverse with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Ninjor, and Claw Skeletor.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Masterverse New Eternia unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got two I'm pretty excited for in Claw Skeletor and Ninjor. But for all your Masterverse needs and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Yes, 15%. Exactly what I did, and as of filming right now, both of these still available with code Kyle to save 15% at Jay's Toys and Games. Got to pick these two up, and I got to say I'm extremely excited for both of these, especially Ninjor. I think this one looks absolutely amazing in packaging. We'll see how it holds up once we get it out of the package. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, I want to start with Ninjor first. Really excited for this one, a new character into the Masterverse. Nothing against Claw Skeletor. We've had a Skeletor a time or two already, but this Ninjor looks awesome. It looks like we got a lot of extra heads in here, and as I always say, I'm always here for more head. Of course, I am, and Ninjor, I guess the same way. I guess we're men of the same cloth, you could say. We're both ninjas, of course. But Masterverse at the top, Mattel, 30 points articulation, a little Ninjor graphics, New Eternia down low here. Got our old friend Scareglow on the side, looking crazy. And then on the side here, Ninjor, two different looks for him there. And then on the back, oh, look at that Ninjor flying in the sky. Of course, cross-sell down below. She-Ra unboxing in a separate video, so make sure you check that out if you did miss it. A few glamour shots as well. Let's see what it says about our friend Ninjor here. He is an evil ninja warrior, an evil ninja, of course. The Demon King for the dimension of noir. Noir, like film noir. Of course, you guys know, longtime viewers of the channel know this. Kyle, your friend Kyle here, your lowly reviewer Kyle right here. One class away from a minor in film. Yes, it's true, one class. And this is the guy that's never seen Karate Kid, Back to the Future, Terminator, all these crazy movies. I've never seen them. But I have seen a lot of film noir in my day. And that's what my specialty was way back when, was film noir movies. So all the classic film noir, had to write so many papers and all that stuff, and I've kind of forgot it all. But one of these days I'm going to go back and I'm going to get that degree in film. Might as well finish it off. I'm one class away. I might as well get it done. Let me just start over. How about the Demon King for the dimension of noir silently searched the scattered remains of New Eternia for the power of Grayskull, so he became an immortal force of evil. Man, he's just all evil. He's all evil is what he's got going on over there. But good for him. At least he's got a goal and he's sticking to it. Whether it's evil or not, he's got a goal at the end of the day. We do get that there. And there we go. All right, that's it. See you later. Goodbye, of course. Ninjor in the package doing ninja things right here. Looking good here, of course. I love a good ninja. Unless you don't, of course. But ninjas were never my thing in G.I. Joe, really. For whatever reason, Storm Shadow didn't steal my heart like he stole a lot of people's hearts. I respected Storm Shadow, of course. But for some reason, Ninjor is a favorite of mine. I don't know. So maybe I do like ninjas after all. But Ninjor was always cool looking one, I always felt. There we go. We got it all out. Twist ties. See you later. Shuffle off to the side. And how about this? We got the baggie. We got the blue baggie. Usually blue baggie means good, red means bad. We got a tweener here. We got a tweener. He's going both ways. You never know what he might be up to there. Bam! See you later, goodbye. And let's get down to Ninjor business here. Oh my gosh, twist ties all over the table. Get these off my table. Get these twist ties off. Competition's still running hard. Of course, last year we did a twist tie competition where I saved all my twist ties all year long, and we waited at the end of the year, and whoever guessed the closest or spot on got a fabulous prize from Todd McFarlane, or from me, but we pretended it was from Todd McFarlane. We're going to do it again this year. I'm saving all my twist ties, so stay tuned to that contest at the end of the year. But let's dive into this one. I guess we don't get extra heads like I thought, but we'll get into that in a second. We do got some nunchucks, of course, not just for Michelangelo anymore, but very cool translucent on the end. Very, very cool pink color here. You got the chain there in plastic. Ready to go. A couple of nunchucks ready to take on the world. And of course, you're going to be a ninja. You better be a samurai. You better have yourself a sword right here. Looking good in gray here. You got a red handle. Looking good, though. I like what I see there. And then we continued it on with his bow. He's got a bow here, not just for She-Ra and the Princess of Power anymore. Old bow over there. Oh, my gosh. Story at 11 for him. But I do like the translucent plastic once again over here. I love the dragon's head on here. Very ornate. A lot of details to this one. So very, very cool. He's got a lot of weapons. The only thing he's really missing is some throwing stars, I think. So let's just stereotypically get him all the ninja gear. How about? But not in the cards for whatever reason. But let's dive into old Ninjor. Definitely looking cool. Definitely looking menacing here. And I said he had 3 heads. Well, I guess he has 2 face masks and then 1 head. But you get a very stereotypical ninja head here with the hood over the top. Face coverings going on. Of course, we know one of the big weaknesses of ninjas was COVID back in the day. I heard somebody fact check it, Todd McFarlane, Mark Summers, that almost half of the population of ninjas were lost to COVID. Is that true? Is that really true? I was looking at the grocery store the other day. I'd usually see a ninja or 2 walking around, but did not see any lately. And I think that might have precedent. That might just lock into that theory right there. I think that might be true, that half of the world's ninja population fell to COVID. It's wild. Somebody fact check, look into that there. But he's got the COVID mask going on. He's got those crazy red eyes. You got to watch out for those. And he's got some tan skin, so he's getting a little bit of sun, at least around the eyes there. Now, face masks that go on, very cool. You got a very evil face mask here where you got a guy with a mustache and a painter's goatee. He's ready to go. He's ready to paint a picture if need be. All in white, once again, creepy eyes, but I like the looks of that. I really like the idea of these face plates on this one. You can almost build an army if you wanted to. Then we get the devil mask right here. Very cool. I'm leaning towards displaying him this way, I think. I love the big tusks and the horns, all kinds of stuff going on. Definitely very evil. 3 very evil faces for Ninjor right here. But diving into Ninjor a little bit more, he's got some spiked shoulder pads. He almost went full on Road Warriors. Almost went full Road Warriors. Didn't finish it off though there. He does got a spot on his back, which I believe will hold his sword maybe, or maybe not. Oh, there we go. You can slide that sword through the back if you need to. So always nice to be able to store stuff on our figures. Got the black shirt over the top here. Then you got the big vest over the top of that, looking very good. You do got the red forearm guards here. Almost reminds you of something Stratos would have, down to the red gloves. Got the red boots as well. And then I guess a little bit more demonic down here is he's got the 3 toes here, and they're nice silver painted, looking very good, but also very non-human is what we'll call him on that one there. So like the looks of that a lot. He does got a little bit of a loincloth on the front, then he's got some of that samurai protection on the side over here. He does got a holster for his nunchucks. Always nice to be able to store everything once again, so you can holster those there if you need to. Just a fabulous looking figure right here. This could be the sleeper of New Eternia so far. I really like the looks of this one here. I just hope he can make it through COVID if it ever comes back around for him. But looking very good. I forgot to mention the dragon logo on the chest. Looking very nice right there as well. So all in all, a very, very cool Ninjor figure. I'm here for this. Bring on the Ninjors. Bring on all the ninjas. That's what I say. Where's Slamurai? Isn't that the white ninja, I believe, if I'm not mistaken? Got to think we'll get a repaint of him, get Slamurai going in the future. But now we turn our attention over to the Terror Claw Skeletor. And we've had quite a few Skeletors in this line, of course. Why not one more? And we got old Terror Claws right here doing terrible things here on the packaging. New Eternia, 30 points articulation. Mattel, what is it? 6 and up, you 5-year-olds. Get the heck out of here. You can't handle the terror of Terror Claw. Looking very good right there. Khan on the side over there hiding out in the background. Got to think he'll be coming in the future. Terror Claw Skeletor over there as well. Then on the back, we do get a little bit of cross-sell. We talked about it, a little bit of blurb, glamour shots, all the fun stuff. Skeletor, the evil claw-swinging leader. The diabolical Lord of Destruction crafted the only weapon that will allow him to stand nose-to-nose in a melee battle with He-Man, the dreaded Terror Claws. So dangerous, dangerous Terror Claws. Nobody wants to be on the business end of those, that's for sure. But let's get him out of the package here. There we go. A little plastic prison Terror Claw right there, looking good. And then, can I get the baggie? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on here? You got stuff falling out all over the place. No baggie? And no baggie. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to business here. These twist ties out of here. And of course, he's locked in all over the place on the claws. Those claws right there. Claws out like a young White Claw. Anybody drink that garbage? Not me. I don't drink any of that kind of stuff. If I was going to have to drink something, I'm like a young Lemmy Kilmeister. Give me a Jack and Coke. That's what I would say. Give me a Jack and Coke. I don't need any of these foo-foo drinks, that's for sure. Any of these seltzers? Come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing with these seltzers? Seltzers, not just for water anymore, I guess. Gonna power through a little bit of that, the twist ties. Twist ties everywhere. See you later. Goodbye. Get these off my desk. Get this clean. Get this out of here. Get those twist ties out. There we go. All right, let's get down to Terror Claw's business right here with old Skeletor. Very futuristic looking Skeletor here. Oh, I see something I like right away. We're going to talk about it here in a second. But let's look at these big old Terror Claws. We've seen these many a times, and these could be the most terrifying Terror Claws we've ever seen. Big old gnarly phalanges here. Almost reminds you of Freddy Krueger, and the blades on his hand is what it reminds you of. Looking very good. Long fingers. You got like a little bit of a, I don't know, an eagle or something right here. Looking very cool on the end. Looking very nice. And then you do get the piping, the hosing, which do plug in right there. What is the reason for plugging in with the hose? I don't remember Terror Claw Skeletor. Does he put like poison venom on the end of the fingertips or something like that? I'm not exactly sure, but we do have this. They do connect into the back of Skeletor. So choose your own adventure there. I know when I was a little kid, I would have used these, but not these is what I would have ended up doing. It is what it is, but very cool. I like how big these are. They look very, very nice. But now, diving into Skeletor himself, there's things I like and don't like about this head. This is a very futuristic helmet here. Almost reminds you of something like New Adventures of He-Man or something. Just doesn't fit Skeletor for me with this big helmet over the top. It just looks a little bit strange, but it is Skeletor behind the purplish pink visor there. You got that green bone tone, I think is what we would call that. But I am very happy to see that there is a movable jaw on this one. Always a key for Skeletor figures, and we do get that right here. So I do appreciate the movable jaw there behind the mask. Definitely Skeletor if you look close enough inside of there. A little dragon over the top as well. Got a big purple vest over the top, big skull right there in the middle. Of course, the ports in the back for the plugins. Looking very good. You get a little bit of metalness, a little sculpted into the arms here. Of course, the blue skin tone on Skeletor throughout. We're used to that. Forearm guards, and then, of course, gloves on him as well. He's got a bit of a loincloth here, very similar to this one. A little bit different. A little bit different, I guess. Very scaly, though, like a dragon or something, like a dragon blaster. And then you got the belt going on there with another little Terror Claws logo kind of thing there. Big old boots down here in the bright blue, a little bit shiny metallic to it. Got the 3 toes down there, which is a staple for Skeletor as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think every time, I guess he's had boots a time or two that hide those, but a lot of the times we get the 3 toes at the bottom. Now his arms do go all the way around, and these guys are going to share the same articulation. Arms all the way around right there, very, very tight, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. Yes, pinless, playing all the hits. Hands back and forth, side to side. Now the hands are removable, and you do plug these in their place. So you pull them out just like normal. These plug in. So make do of that with what you will. Hula hoop up top, traditional waist as well. Head back, forth, side to side, up and down. Big old Skeletor splits. Look at that. Like a young Jonathan Brandis, once again, in sidekicks. He's ready to take on the world if need be. Drop down hips. I don't know if that's technically articulation or not. It feels like you got a little drop down, but I don't think it's supposed to be. I don't know, but there's a little bit of movement there, we'll say. Thigh cut looking good. Double jointed, pinless knees, very, very tight, but feeling good. Boot cut, ankles, back, forth, side to side, up and down. Should we try to count the articulation quick? Let's see. Ankles, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9, there's 10, there's 11, there's 12, 13, there's 14, there's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I don't know. That was a quick run through there. I guess what is all the articulation? 30 points of articulation. I don't know if I counted 30 points on all that. I don't know. More at 11, I guess what we'll say. But he is articulated. How about that? How about that? But looking good here. Very different, and I don't know if this would be anybody's key Skeletor. Obviously, the battle armor Skeletor, obviously for me, I guess, maybe not for you, but I love that figure. It's just a shame how hard that one was to get. I came across that like 3 times in my local Targets. If I would have known better, I would have bought it. I could have made a fortune on those. But I do love that Battle Armor Skeletor. That is the best. Have to think that'll get back out eventually. But this is an interesting one. I guess a lot of people remember Claw Skeletor. It's one of the prime ones that I remember as a kid, even over Dragon Blaster personally. But I'm not just sold on the head. I like what they did with the jaw and stuff, but just too futuristic. Feels too New Adventures of He-Man to me, maybe. Or like you'd be a part of something like that. Futuristic He-Man in space, maybe. And I don't know. Just talking. I'm just talking. But does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Oh, Skeletor, we got to wear your hole in a little bit. We got to give some work on it. He is not going to fit. So that's a wild power move for Skeletor. Always choosing to be different, I guess, is Mr. Skeletor right here. But the Terror Claws, the reign of terror, it continues with Terror Claws and New Eternia Masterverse. 2 pretty solid figures. Ninjor gets the Duke for me, though. Really like this one. Have to think when we do a top 10 at the end of the year, I got to think Ninjor will be on that list. And who knows, possibly number 1. We'll have to check the list twice like a young Santa Claus. But I really do like this figure a lot. And Terror Claws is okay outside of the head, but you could swap heads if you want to do that. So pro tip out there. So there it is, little New Eternia Masterverse. What's your guys' and gals' thoughts? Pick up, pass, long game, no game? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. 2 YouTube channels every single day. Don't forget that. Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, best way to support the channel. You get early access to tons of videos over there, all kinds of stuff. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support on the new podcast every single Tuesday, wherever audio podcasts are found, video cast on YouTube. It is The Kyle Peterson Show. All kinds of stuff diving into in that. Check it out if you have not already. My new book available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It is The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers. Hardcover, softcover editions available. You can also order a copy from me if that is your thing. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. So for another New Eternia unboxing, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?